Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Monday Night Raw News 166. Now, there is actually going to be a lot of news in this video, so this video might be a little bit longer than it normally is. I have a lot to talk about because tonight was the second night of the WWE draft, so let's get into it. So the first thing is Logan Paul and the Judgment Day segment. Second thing, Becky Lynch starts off Monday Night Raw. Becky Lynch segment interrupted by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan segment interrupted by Nia Jax. Nia Jax segment. Third thing, round 5, Raw. First pick, Imperium, Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser. Announced by Stephanie McMahon. Round 5, SmackDown. Second pick, Jade Cargill. Announced by Stephanie McMahon. Round 5, Raw. Third pick, Damage Control. Announced by Stephanie McMahon. Round 5, SmackDown. Fourth pick, Kevin Owens. Announced by Stephanie McMahon. Fourth thing is the singles match, Gunther versus Xavier Woods. Winner of the singles match, Gunther. Fifth thing, interview with Jey Uso. Sixth thing, round 6, Raw. First pick, CM Punk's announced by IShowSpeed and Logan Paul. Round 6, SmackDown. Second pick, The Pride, announced by IShowSpeed and Logan Paul. Round 6, Raw. Third pick, Braun Strowman, announced by IShowSpeed and Logan Paul. Round 6, SmackDown. Fourth pick, Tiffany Stratton, announced by IShowSpeed and Logan Paul. Seventh thing, Logan Paul segment, Jey Uso segment. Eighth thing, the Judgment Day attack Jey Uso. Jey Uso is saved by Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is back. Braun Strowman and Jey Uso make Logan Paul and the Judgment Day retreat. Ninth thing, R-Truth and Chad Gable segment. 10th thing, Sami Zayn attacks Chad Gable. 11th thing, interview with Booker T. 12th thing, Drew McIntyre segment. 13th thing, singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn, the champion, versus Bronson Reed. Winner of the singles match and still the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. 14th thing, Chad Gable attacks Sami Zayn. 15th thing, round 7, Raw. First pick, LWO, announced by the APA. Round 7, SmackDown. Second pick, Legado del Fantasma, announced by APA. Round 7, Raw. Third pick, Drew McIntyre, announced by the APA. Round 7, SmackDown. Fourth pick, Shinsuke Nakamura, announced by the APA. 16th thing, this is the second Drew McIntyre segment of the night. 17th thing, Chad Gable in the Alpha Academy segment. 18th thing, interview with Braun Breaker, Sheamus segment. 19th thing is a singles match, Candice LeRae versus Maxine Dupree. Winner of the singles match, Candice LeRae. 20th thing, interview with the LWO, interrupted by Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio segment. 21st thing, CM Punk segment. 22nd thing, Raw. 8th, round 8, Raw. First pick, The Judgment Day, announced by Teddy Long and Alundra Blaze. Round 8, SmackDown. Second pick, Naomi, announced by Teddy Long and Alundra Blaze. Round 8, Raw. Third pick, Ilya Dragunov, announced by Teddy Long and Alundra Blaze. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really too surprised by this. I'm not really too surprised that, like I said it on Friday. I said I wouldn't be surprised that Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov would be called up. I'm not surprised by that at all. I know those two were going to be called up. I knew weeks in advance that those two would be called up. So it's not really a surprise to me, but it's still good. I'm happy that Ilya Dragunov got called up to Monday Night Raw, so good for him. Round 8, SmackDown. Fourth pick, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, announced by Alundra Blaze and Teddy Long. 23rd thing, singles match, Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. Winner of the singles match, Liv Morgan. 24th thing, interview with Booker T, number 2. 25th thing, interview with Adam Pearce. 26th thing, Round 9, Raw, first pick, The New Day, announced by the Dudley Boys. Round 9, SmackDown, second pick, Pretty Deadly, announced by the Dudley Boys. Round 9, Raw, third pick, Lyra Valkyria, announced by the Dudley Boys. So this is another one of those surprise NXT picks. You know, there's been a lot of surprising NXT picks this draft. This is the second one, and this is the second women too. And we still have one more surprise, and I'm going to talk about that later. And she's the last pick in the draft, so we're going to talk about that. But Lyra Valkyria being drafted is such a surprise to me because I'm like, yeah, it's a surprise pick, and I'm really happy for her, and she was really emotional about it. But I'm like, she could have done more on NXT, you know? Sometimes I feel like people have more to do on NXT than they realize, and then they call them up, and then they have nothing to do for them. I'm hoping that's not the case for Lyra and Kiana James, but honestly, I still think it was a good pick still a good pick for Monday Night Raw, and overall I'm really happy. Round 9, SmackDown, fourth pick, Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell, announced by the Dudley Boys. 27th thing, tag team match, the World Tag Team Championships, Awesome Truth, the champions versus Alpha Academy. Winners of the tag team match and still the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Awesome Truth. 28th thing, the Judgment Day segment. 29th thing, Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan segment. 30th thing, round 10, Raw, first pick, the Final Testament, announced by Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. Round 10, SmackDown, second pick, DIY, announced by Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. Round 10, third pick, Bronson Reed, announced by Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. And round 10, SmackDown, fourth pick, Blair Davenport, announced by Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. So, this is another one of those surprise picks. This is the final pick in the draft. Of course, on social media, they're going to get all the rest of the roster figured out, and the rosters will go into effect on May 6th after the Backlash pay-per-view. But they were not kidding. There was some surprises tonight. I'm really surprised that Lyra Valkyria and Blair Davenport got drafted. And, you know, the thing about it is I'm watching it, and they're, like, really emotional. They're, like, crying because this is the best day of their lives because they're not on NXT anymore. They're on the WWE main roster. So now they could go after the big titles like the Women's World Championship and the WWE Women's Championship. And honestly, Blair Davenport, you know, she's had a lot of great feuds on NXT. But after her feud with Sol Ruca, I don't know what direction they were going to go with her. If they were going to have her go after the new NXT Women's North American Championship or go after Roxanne Perez for the NXT Championship. Who the hell knows if she didn't get drafted, but she did, and I'm surprised. And overall, honestly, I think for NXT, because 5 people got drafted, 3 for Raw and 2 for SmackDown, overall, this year's draft was good for NXT. And I'm really happy for all those who got drafted. Not really surprised about Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. I knew ahead of time those picks were going to happen. But for Kiana James, Lyra Valkyria, and Blair Davenport, I feel really happy for them. They deserve it. And it was really surprising. Now let's finish off the show with the main event and end the video. So the 33rd thing, 6-man tag team match, Jey Uso, Ricochet, Andrade versus the Judgment Day. Winners of the 6-man tag team match, Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade. And that is Monday Night Raw News 166. And if you guys like this video, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period.